Hey everybody, this is that drummer guy Josh Runquist, and I'm here with one of my favorite singers of all time, Warrel Dane, who is here for their second show of their current tour with Sanctuary here at the Triple Rock in Minneapolis, Minnesota. How's it going?
It's going well. It's the second show. We're getting excited for tonight, so we're going to rock out.
The good thing about this not being the first day of the tour is you're getting back on your feet a little bit more. You go through the experiences of the first show, and then you're seeing how everything's going, and hopefully things get better and better as the tour goes out.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. Right when the tour's over is right when you're at your best. Usually.
Yeah, you fully get prepared and then you have no more shows. So we were talking a little bit about the show before hit record about it was a good show, and hopefully tonight we'll bring the same kind of energy, if not a better show than last night.
Yeah, there was a lot of energy last night. I don't think they get a lot of metal shows in this. I'm not sure if indie gets a lot of metal shows, period, but they were pretty crazy, so we'll see what happens tonight.
Oh, definitely. So, of course, you guys are in support of your album that just came out last year, The Year the Sun Died. How are you guys feeling about the album a year later?
I still think I think it's held up. I think it's people keep telling me, I still listen to it almost every day. Wow. I haven't listened to it in about 6 months. I don't like listening to my own music most of the time. After you go in the studio and you hear the songs like 80 bazillion times over and over and over, you kind of get tired of them. But yes, gotta give it a break. But yeah, I think it's held up well. I was looking at, I don't remember what message board it was. I think it was Brave Words and Bloody Knuckles, the metal forum, and somebody made a topic about The Year the Sun Died a year later. And then it was like, do you think it holds up? And nobody said no. It was all very positive. Yeah, it still holds up. I listen to it all the time. Maybe not as much as I did when it first came out, but yeah, it's still as good as it was when it came out a year ago. So I guess that's a good sign.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I love listening to it, and I think it's a great compliment to the two albums that came out before it. Mm-hmm. Just like it feels very natural, like Sanctuary in 2014.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's no way we could have made a record that sounded like Refuge Denied, and I don't think it should have anyway. I mean, 25 years later, any band is going to change and evolve, and we just kind of skipped the steps and became, the 2014 version. So
yeah, and that might not necessarily be the most fun either, having to go back and write Refuge Denied too. It's like it may not have that same inspiration to want to do that. You want to be able to progress in your sound.
Yeah, exactly.
So with this being the second day of the tour, is there any more touring that's going to be happening in the near future before you guys write any new music?
I'm not really sure. I don't think so. I think that we're probably not going to be playing live after this tour until next year when we start doing the festivals. We'll see what happens, though. I'm not sure. Lenny's got to get off his butt and write some tunes for me. So I got something to do in my bedroom when I'm alone with my computer and a microphone.
So is that to say there's like no outlines for anything yet for the next album?
Oh, he's got a bunch of riffs and some rough songs written that are really, really good. So it's the beginning stages of that.
Oh, very cool. Is it too early to say, like, kind of the direction it's going in? I mean, would it be, like, similar to The Year the Sun Died or in a different direction?
Yeah, there was one song that got left off of The Year the Sun Died. I don't remember why we didn't record it, but it just didn't get finished. And it's really fast and really brutal. I'm pretty sure that one's going to make it on the next one. He's got a lot of really good shit written, so it's just a matter of putting it all together and having me work out all the vocal melodies and the lyrics and everything. It takes a little bit of time.
Oh, very cool. If this is wrong, feel free to tell me I'm wrong, but I heard reports about you going and touring a part of the 15th anniversary of Dead Heart and Dead World over in Europe.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, I did that in Brazil with the band I have down there. And I get some European promoter guy, saw some of the YouTube videos or found out that I was doing that and wanted to bring it over there. So, okay, that's fine with me. I mean, people went fucking apeshit in Brazil when I did that. It was crazy. Sometimes they were singing the words so loud that I could not even hear myself on stage. I mean, Brazilian fans are very into it. To the 10th power, kind of. They're crazy.
Yeah, like every time that you see it, I mean, like Iron Maiden's put out a live DVD there, Rush's put out a live DVD there, and it's always crazy and just so many thousands of fans there.
Yeah.
So would you be using that same band over in Europe, or do you have a...
Yeah.
Oh, very, very cool.
They're all very good, and they can play the shit perfect, so it can be fun.
Oh, it's really cool to hear. I wish I was coming to the States, because I'd love to hear that stuff live again, but, you know, it's cool to even see that even being played live still.
Yeah. I mean, back when, you know, when Nevermore was all still playing together, we always talked about, you know, doing the whole Dead Hard record at some point. And, you know, the first time I went to Brazil and did a solo tour, I was playing, you know, mainly solo songs from my solo record, and a couple Nevermore songs and a couple Sanctuary songs, and people were always like, "Are you ever going to do Dead Heart in the Dead World, the whole thing? You got to do it, please. People want to hear it." We got so many times down there, and I think, you know, it's the right time to do it because, you know, it is 15 years old. I can't believe that record's freaking 15 years old.
I know, it's hard to believe it.
It seems like yesterday to me. Like, yeah, time flies when you're getting old.
And hopefully having fun with it as well.
Yeah, of course.
You did mention on your solo album, is there any chance of doing a second solo album?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
I'm actually working on it now.
Oh, sweet.
I'm in the demo stages, and it's going to be different than the first one. Some of it is just brutally heavy. I mean, Praises to the War Machine was more like a rock metal record. I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to explore kind of, you know, more of the rock realm instead of, you know, progressive. Whatever you want to call what Nevermore was. Progressive, thrash, death, metal. I think Nevermore was pretty much, you couldn't really define what kind of music it was, and that was the good thing about that. But the new solo record is going to be a lot heavier than the first one.
Oh, very cool. Have you decided who you're going to be working with for the second album?
Kind of.
Too early to say?
Yeah, it's too early to say.
Okay, so would that be something like, maybe like late 2016, 2017, something like that?
It's conceivable that it would come out in 2016 because I want to start recording it sometime around March, so we'll see.
Oh, very cool.
I've got to pick a producer. I'm leaning towards Zeus because I worked so good with him. There are a couple other guys at the record company suggested, and just kind of weeding through that, but just focused on this right now.
Oh, sure.
It's kind of half.
Yeah. Well,
it's funny because right when this tour is over, it stops on Halloween night is the last show. Then I have one day off, and I'm on a plane to Greece the day after. And I think like 8 shows in Greece. I've only played in Athens and Thessaloniki before with Nevermore and with Sanctuary. There's a guy there that said, got a hold of me through Facebook, and it turned out it's a Greek promoter that I've known for a long time. Said, I can get you so many more shows. And so far there's like 8 or 9 just in Greece, and that's going to be really cool. He told me, we're going to get you into places where kids are starved for metal and no bands go there, and so that's kind of exciting. And I think a show in Hungary, one in Istanbul, one in Bulgaria, Sofia, and we're going to be doing Dead Hard, the whole thing.
Oh, that's very cool.
Still trying to pick what other songs to play besides that.
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
The whole show is going to start with Dead Hard from the beginning to the end, and we might we're definitely going to throw in some solo songs for sure. And we're going to play. I'm working on some of the solo songs with the Brazilian guys, so we're going to play a couple of those that we've got worked out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Is there any chance of any kind of solo dates in the States?
Any kind of what?
Any kind of solo dates coming in the States?
Sure, I guess. I haven't really thought about that yet, but at some point that will definitely happen. Probably when the new record comes out.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, because I love that first solo album so much. It'd be awesome to hear those songs live in person.
People like the song Brother, playing that song in Brazil. It was crazy. They sang it pretty damn loud.
Oh, that's awesome to hear.
That's their thing. They love to do that. They love to mess with the singer so he can't hear himself and sing on pitch.
And you hope that they're going to be singing the right words so you don't mess yourself up.
They always sing the right words.
Yeah.
Sometimes that helps me if I'm like confused about where I am. Because, like I was saying before, the Sanctuary tour ends on the 31st, and then I jump right into the Dead Hearts who are over there. And I'm going to be very confused at first because I have to switch brains and get out of, I'll be listening to that record all the way there on the plane. And it's funny because sometimes I think, oh my God, I don't remember the lyrics to these songs. Oh my God. And then when the music starts, they just come right back. But I get nervous about that.
Yeah. Well, getting the wrap it up sign here. Thank you for taking the time to do this interview. It's a tremendous honor for me to be able to do this. It's actually my 145th interview that I've done since I started with this, so it's very cool to be able to say I've done that with you.
Wow.
Before we wrap things up, is there anything else that you'd like to mention I haven't brought up yet?
Oh boy, my brain's scrambled. I think you pretty much covered it.
Well, I'm glad to be able to do that. Once again, thank you for taking the time to do this, and I can't wait to see you guys play in a few hours.
Okay, thanks, man.
Thank you very much.